Alright, this week, Crotas End is the weekly featured raid in Destiny 1, and I have a Deathsinger checkpoint, as you can see. I haven't jumped down yet, I'm going to explain why in a second, but this is the chest, that's the throwaway. I think Deathsinger, if you're doing it like just casual, I think Deathsinger's, it's probably one of the more difficult challenges in this game. But it can actually be soloed, if you have if you know a little bit of cheese. So the first way, to make it easier, to make the breach easier, essentially, before you jump in this hole, to get this started, so you're gonna have the emo breach. You have to be able to emo breach in order to do this. So if you don't know how to emo breach, you have to have the come at me emo, and if you don't know how to do it, I guess I'll link it to video in the description about how to do it. But before you jump in the hole, the easiest way to get where you need to get is to go right here, breach through this wall. It's a very thin wall, very easy to breach through. And then you want to come over here and reach on in, just like that. And now you essentially the reason we're doing this is because you wanna get outside and get into the little like Deathsinger area without walking down that hallway. Because if you walk through that hallway, it's gonna start the encounter. So now I'm gonna go show the other way. All right. So in the off chance that you jumped down here and you can't really get back up there and do the easy breach, there's also a breach that you can do down here. And also, I just want to say before I go any farther that I'm doing this on a Titan. This is absolutely possible to do on a Warlock and a Hunter. But so I'll just say I'm on a Titan right now. I'm on Fist of Havok. That's the class that I would recommend for now. We're gonna switch it later though. And if you're on a Hunter, put on Gunslinger and then run Celestial Nighthawk with like Keyhole and all that other shit to get the maximum damage golden gun with Celesti. Not Keyhole. What do you want? I think you want Deadeye. Deadeye's the perk that you run. And on a Warlock, I would run Nova Bomb with Lance and Anhiliate. That would be what I would run. So now, once you're down here, the way to get out if you've already jumped down is you go in this wall and breach in here. You try to breach in here. This breach does have a reputation of being a pain in the ass, which I could understand. Kind of just keep trying different spots on this wall. There we go. Once you get in, you'll kind of notice that you're kind of stuck in here. So just kind of keep pressing A eventually. And so now I'm in the wall. You want to land on this little door. That's how you get up. You can also use a sword to swing onto this door. There we go. Now once you're on this little door, you can jump up here. And this looks familiar. That's where the first breach is that I did before. And so you just come over to this wall and hop in here. And now, once you're in here, no matter the method that you got in here, once you're in here, the first thing I would recommend doing is killing these two knights that sit right here. Because you have to kill these knights eventually, but if you mess up killing these knights, it'll start the encounter and you have to restart. So, if you're a Warlock, just throw a Lance Nova Bomb right in between them. Easy, you can kill them just like that. That's the easiest. If you're a Hunter, all you really got to do is just find some way to line these knights up and hit them with a Celestial. You can kind of pop your Celestial and kind of walk. You kind of walk right in there really fast and shoot them. You just want to make sure they're lined up so you kill both of them with one golden gun shot. On a Titan, there's a few ways you can do it. Essentially, all that matters is that you want to kill the knights really fast, because if you kill them too slow, like once you start attacking them, if they don't die within like a second or two, it's just gonna start the encounter and you have to restart. So this is the way I would do it. I'm running flashbang grenades. Throw a flashbang grenade kind of somewhere in there so that it hits in between these two knights, and as soon as you throw the grenade, you're gonna want to jump and slam right there in between these two knights. So probably about right in there, right where I'm looking, and then nade. There we go, dude. Those two knights are now taken care of, and now you pretty much can't fail this unless you run in between here. So don't run through that doorway. Don't run anywhere down there. That's a bad idea. You might start the encounter. If you see anywhere in the chat the Deathsinger begins the liturgy, then you have to restart. So I would recommend Gjallarhorn. There's two ways. You don't need Gjallarhorn. There's two ways to do this. So number one is just to wait 4 minutes for your slam and freaking slam straight under the Shrieker, and then use an E-rounds weapon You're definitely gonna need a weapon with explosive rounds. I'm sure you could probably use grenades too, but it's better. It's better just gonna gun with explosive rounds. Oh, there we go. Okay. So I just threw a grenade. I just threw a grenade at the Shrieker, a fusion grenade. I don't think it works. I don't think it works with magnet grenades. I wouldn't believe that would be the case. But I just threw a fusion grenade at the Shrieker, and I shot my Gjallarhorn to. I shot my Gjallarhorn at the Shrieker and made sure the Gjallarhorn hit like the exact frame that the fusion grenade blew up. So the setup that I used for that was I stood. There's like this thing right here, and it's kind of like got like a concave kind of texture. So I go right to the front of that on this little corner, and I push myself up against it. And then whenever I throw my grenade, I make sure as soon as like I'm holding RT, I throw my grenade and then I hold RT so that I'm buffering my Gjallarhorn shot, and it fires on the first frame possible, and it should be consistent. Let's find out. Yep, there it is, dude. 100% consistent. We're chilling. Thank you, Super Punch-Out Training, for teaching me about buffer strats. All right, so it looks like that Gjally method. I wouldn't actually recommend using Slam and doing that type of strat, because you have to wait like 8 minutes in order to get all your supers, and that Gjally, if you have Gjallarhorn and Sunbreaker, that method should be 100% consistent. If you stand where I'm standing. And I feel like just for now, I'll mention this because it could make a difference. If you're doing the strat that I did with the Gjallarhorn, I would run soft launch. I don't think anything. Oh, these do change your velocity. Run soft launch is the same thing that I was running. If you run either of these, your rocket will travel faster in the air. And if you use the setup that I used to hit the Shrieker, your rocket might hit sooner, or might hit later, since you have less velocity if you're running any of these. So that's just if you're using the timing that I use. You could just wing it, but that took me. I wasn't able to do it from just winging it. So, anyways, dude, next, once you do that, what you're gonna want to do is come in here and kill these knights, and also all the thrall that I already killed. Just gonna keep killing these ads. And then here you will shriek in fear in the chat. So, don't need this anymore. Now you come out here, and without going down there to start the encounter, all you're gonna do is just kill all these ads. Every single ad that you can find. There's a lot of them. There's 3 knights in each tower. So. Three knights in each tower. There are 3 ogres that also have spawned, and there's a bunch of acolytes as well down there. So I'm just gonna kill all these guys. A sword would probably make it easier to kill these knights, like if you had Raise Lighter, but I'm not gonna change my weapons because it's not really necessary. If you have Gjallarhorn still, use it on these ogres. It's a pretty good play. Nice grenade, buddy. Probably use my super on these guys. Got a little bit of Sunspot build, apparently. Whoa. Play it safe. There's no timer, so you can just take as long as you want on this part. Alright. If you have sense, I recommend popping them to speed this up. Although you don't have to, because obviously no timer, so you're chilling. But I would like to speed this up for the sake of the video. Alright. Make sure you kill these acolytes. Are there any acolytes left? Oh, there's knights in this tower, that's right. I feel like I've been extra rambly today. There's a lot of stuff a lot of weird stuff that happens in this challenge. It's a bit of an exploity solo, so. Bang. I am pretty proud, I am pretty happy that I came up with that little consistent setup for the Gjallarhorn nonsense. Because it did not feel consistent. It did not feel consistent whenever I was practicing it. came up with that on the fly. Excuse me. So now, kill the Swordbearer. And at this point, if you want to be faster, you can run in there and start the encounter. But I would recommend just coming up with the sword and killing this chick, because once you kill her, you're good to go. There we go. Here you just dead. And now what we're gonna do is go end the encounter. But before I end the encounter, I'm gonna pop a Knuckles of AO. This encounter can drop legs, chest plate, fusion rifle, pulse rifle, and that's it. I think that's it. It can also drop Black Spindle. Deathsinger prepares her song until you start the encounter, and there's all my shiz, dude. There we go, dude. That's how you solo the Deathsinger challenge. Is there anything I'm forgetting? Oh yeah, on a hunter, the Shrieker part, you shoot Celestia. You shoot a Celestia at the Shrieker. That'll one-shot the Shrieker. And on a Warlock, if you use a Lance Nova bomb with Annihilate, that will also one-shot the Shrieker. So, I think that's about all there is to it. This guy better not walk out of my... I haven't had him walk out of my Dragon's Breath in a while, dude. That kind of was like a throwback, man. Having him walk out of my freaking Gjallarhorn shot kind of brought me back to like freaking, I don't know, a month ago when I sucked at the game. Freaking tripping though. Did I even get a force barrier, dude? I'm out here just not doing the right stuff that I need to be doing. Dude, I freaking got in for 4.5 if I need it. There we go, dude. 2 sword. You know your boy still got it.